Hi all, Plantside Agent here. Today we're going to take a look at some more ideas for building cook kits around the Stanley 2-cup cook set. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. Like I said, this is the second video on ideas for the cook set. The first video I reviewed the Stanley 2-cup cook set. And the second video, I discussed some ideas of building cook kits around it. Those I'll link in the description down below. So also I'll answer a few questions that I've had on this cook set and compared to the original Stanley cook set. So I guess just for real starters, I did have a question. I don't know if anybody else has that idea or not. Whether the old, let me make sure this is all in frame. Make sure if the old cups nest inside the new cup for whatever reason. But I'll show you that here. Yes, it does, only up to the little flare out of the cup. So it's to be a little bit more compact than I think. Well, I don't know if it'd be that much more. I don't really think you'd gain anything with volume if you did that. Well, here it'd be easier if I did this. So I don't think you're going to gain a lot by doing that. So, but anyway, that was a question, and that's the answer. Okay. Another one was whether the fuel canister will fit in the new one. And of course it will, because it fit in the old one, but this one actually will settle down a little bit deeper since this is wider. So that will work. And I mentioned in one of my previous videos that the larger canister, here's the smaller one, this is about the size of a normal, this is a Primus one. Yeah, there's no way, it's almost the same, it's the same diameter as the opening. Nope, not upside down either. So that one's out, this one's in if you want to go that way. Okay, next, let's see, well, we'll do this one next. Now this is the Hobo cook set, and by the way, I have videos on this thing too. I have playlists on stoves and cook sets and all that if you want to go look back through my old catalog. But originally, I kind of built this. I saw Waypoint Survival did a video on the Hobo cook set, which I made one and I did some enhancements. But also, he said the original Stanley cook set will nest nicely inside, which it does. So let me take the trivets out. These side ones are for holding a alcohol stove. So as you can see, the old one obviously fits nice. Unfortunately, the new one is a little too, well, it will nest as far as the flare on the canteen. It won't set all the way in, so that's about as far in as you can get. So, but I guess it's still usable. It only extends the height a little bit, about that much more than it did before. So if you're curious if that's important to you, then you might want to just try to find one of the older ones. Okay, next, I was wondering if some of these kits you can use around Trangia. So I was wondering about this one, and just for size, here's your standard Trangia alcohol burner, and it'll set down in there, or you could probably, it'll set even lower. Well, not that much lower, upside down, but that's one way of doing it. Here's the burner stand for the Trangia. Now this will nest in here, and what you can do, I fiddled around with it, you can set the burner in here. And oh, by the way, I'd always wrap these in plastic when you build a cook kit around them, because you don't really want any of those alcohol fumes coming out, and if you're using denatured, that's poisonous. So anyway, you could probably just set it down in the very bottom, and if you flip the cup over and drop it down, it'll set down in there. And then you've got this pot stand. It will actually, you have to put it upside down. It won't go in, well, it will go in right side up, but then you've got the tips sticking up. But if you flip it upside down, it will fit all the way in there with a little bit of space. So you could, if you're building a cook set, you could put some stuff on the top, say like oops, I should plug one out. You know, lighter and any other odds and ends. And also, you do have a little bit of room with the cup. You could put some stuff around here, stuff like pot holders or napkins and that sort of thing. And also, you'll have a little bit of space for when this sets down in there in the top. So you could cram more stuff in here as you want it. So one of those things, you just have to decide what you want to carry and see what you can fit in there. So you do have some flexibility trying different things. Okay, well, this is set up. I got all kinds of cook sets or burners and everything else. Here's one of the cheaper ones of the Trangia knockoffs. There's many different, there's probably only a couple of knockoff manufacturers, but a lot of different people brand them. And I've gotten these with the three-eared pot stand. Now this is just a little bit bigger than the one that comes with the Trangia, and it's going to be a little more awkward fitting in here. One of the problems is you do have the two rivets that makes the diameter a little bit smaller for you. But I think this one's a little snug. If you really want to use it, you could probably force it in there, or at least by forcing it in there, bend it in just a little bit. This is pretty soft aluminum, so you could probably make this work if you really want to use it. But that's another idea. Let's see. What else we got on this? If you're trying to build a cook set around this where you're going to be carrying any kind of a burner or stove, you know, like you say, you can also fit one of the gas burners will fit in there, and then, you know, with the cartridge on top, of course. I should have dug one of them out, but anyway. But if you're going to do that, you're probably going to be stuck to only one cup, so kind of a one-person cook kit. But with this, if you just wanted to bring the alcohol burner, you could, like I say, drop the cup in here, and this one you can flip back over, and you could get both of them back in the pot. So that's just something else if you're considering getting one of these sets and setting up a cook set. If you decide to get it, you'll just have to kind of play around, see what you can and can't fit in the cook set. But I thought I'd just show you some of these things to give you some ideas, or if you're kind of on the fence on getting this, wondering what you can do with it. So there you go. If I come up with more ideas or I get more comments, I might do another video. I don't know, but that's all I got for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.